Welcome back to the channel, peeps. We are doing some powder coating, some V-dub parts and some old school mongoose BMX parts. So I'm just going to show you over here what we got. I've got them in the sandblaster and a couple of rocker covers, just the standard steel ones. These ones I did sandblast a while ago, but they need a bit of a going over. You can see in there a little bit of surface rust, so we'll just blast those both sides, get them done. We've got some old Ashitabulia forks, which I think they're off the old 78 mongoose or 77 they might be, but I've got a pair of those, and the gooseneck. So we're going to get those powder coated in black. I'm not really sure what colour we're going to do these guys in. I kind of want to do something a bit different to just black, because you know black's boring, and they're not really going on any vehicle here. I mean, these things have obviously both got their rocker covers already on there. I don't know, I might do them chrome with a candy color on top of it or something. I don't know, just want to experiment with you know, using some different powders. I do have a couple of mongoose frames that need to be done too, and that's interesting. Undo that. There's one up the top there, which is an old Team Mongoose, and that'll be. I've got to restore that. It's got a whole lot of dings and dints and all kinds of issues on that one. And then I've got another one here, which is 70. This one's an earlier one, and this one's a. You can see it's got the chainstay little bracket welded on. I've got a feeling this is super early. This might even be like a 70, 77. But that one we're going to do in a powder coat in a yellow, a stock yellow colour, and that was originally a Motor Mag model that came with the Motor Mags. But I'll do some total builds on the channel on restoring these mongooses, because they're worth an absolute fortune now. I think I bought these frames when I was coming back and forth to the States when I was a ski instructor. I think I paid like, you know, $120 for the frame. Now something like this goes for about 1,500 Australian dollars, which is just ludicrous. And I think the bikes are worth, you know, 3-4 grand now. So I've got a few of them. I've got a collection inside. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get these parts powder coated, and I'm going to fix that because that just fell apart right in front of the camera. It's really good. Check it all out, and let's get crack-a-lacking. Righto, let's have a look at the damage here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think that one was only painted in black paint, so get a look at the forks here. Yep, they do have a stamping of 1970. So they got 77 on there, so I reckon these are 1977. And it looks like they've got a stamping right there as well. 22nd, so it's yeah, I think they must be 1977. Anyway, they've come up nice. They're just going to get powder coated black, unfortunately. No crazy colours for that one. And yeah, that's fine. Like I said, this one's really just an experiment. Me justifying building such a massive oven. I think that's all it is. I mean, these were pretty toast, and I wasn't really going to do anything with them, but I figured, why not? Let's give it a go. Alright, so they're the guys that are going to get powder coated. We're going to have black, and I think we'll do those in chrome, and then put a translucent candy over the top of them. Don't know, maybe one of you guys has got an idea what we should do, but that's what we're going to go with. Cool. All right, let's get to the next stage. Okay, so we've got them out of the sand blasting cabinet and popped them into the oven. This is just like a degassy bake off any impurities, oils, which there's going to be oils all over those rocker covers, I'll tell you. The BMX parts not so much, but they'll probably have some grease on bits and pieces. So we're going to put them in here for 20 minutes, just for them to, you know, get clean. Then what we'll do then is pop them back in the sandblaster, just give them a final going over, wipe them down with some acetone, and then we can start hanging them on the racks and get them ready for powder coating. And I think probably what I will do is do the black first on the BMX parts, just because it's just going to be easier, and the rocker covers will come back and do those later, a different colour. Haven't worked out the colour yet, but we'll see what we're going to do with those. No worries. Okay, so we've got these guys out of the oven. This one's cooled down already. They will need to be rubbed down in acetone, and they've done their little baking process, I suppose, which is good. These ones I've got racked already, obviously protecting the thread here and the bearing race down there. We don't want to get powder on those. The goosenecks just, you know, doesn't really matter too much about that one. So yeah, got them all done. I just had to clean up the grounds up there, make sure that they're you know, got a good ground on it, otherwise the powder won't work well, won't stick to the parts if it's not grounded well. And yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. I've got the unit ready to run, and I'm just running this thing at 15 psi on the feed air, and the KV I've got it run on 90 at the moment. We'll just see how that goes. I'm just going to use this little mini hopper too, because I'm only doing a couple of tiny parts, so there's no point filling a massive thing up with it. Yeah, so we'll get some powder in that, give these guys a coat, chuck those back in the oven, and then what we'll do is I'll have to clean the gun out and put the chrome through it, the chrome powder, and we'll get the rocker covers. I've just got to work out a way of hanging those damn things, so I'll have to come up with a method, because there's no holes in them, so I'll just have to somehow get them hung up here precariously, I'd imagine. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Say hello to the GoPro. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to have a look inside. You can see.
Let's go.
Hang on. That's how I've got it manipulated. I don't know if you can see that. Just got that one hanging at the back there. That one's hanging at the front. That should do the job just nicely. You can see, it's kind of pretty hard to see. I need to get a light for this thing. I keep saying it, but forgotten. Yeah, chassis, wet it out. It's 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. And it's looking good. I don't see any problems. No bubbles or anything like that. So, happy days. I haven't put the gooseneck in yet because I just didn't have room to try and manipulate the two of them in there. So I will have to just do that with a second batch. But looking good so far. Happy joy. Righto, so we've got the rocker covers here. You can see the inside of them aren't the best of conditions, but they'll work. We're going to do this thing, do the inside and outside in chrome, and then we're going to go back over it in an anodized red. I've never used this powder before, so it's this one up here, which I've got from Columbia Coatings. This one here, anodized red polyester. And it says 20 minutes at 300 to 75 to 385 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 190 Celsius. And I've got the chrome, Columbia chrome, and we're going to put that on first. Once it wets out, then I pull it out of the oven, let it cool down, and then put this one on top of it. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Anyway, so we're just going to cut the insides of these ones just here, and then I'll pick them up, put them on the tray, coat the top, and then pick the whole tray up, shove it in the oven. Oven's on 190 now. It should be up to temp pretty soon. And let's go. Let's get this going. So what I'll do, I'll just put you on the stand right here. Righto, so this is a few minutes in, and you can see there she's looking good. I don't see any problems with the chrome like I had a while ago, but it's definitely wetted out. I'm thinking at about the 10-minute mark I might pull them out, because I reckon that's good enough for the next powder to go on those. So I might do that. Alright, let's get them out of there. Okay, so these are fresh out of the oven, and you can see they're not bad at all. Like, that chrome's freaking awesome. It's a pity it doesn't stay like this. Unfortunately, you've got to put a clear over it, otherwise it's just not hard wearing enough. But I mean, the shine on that is awesome. Like, that's really good. It ends up going more like an aluminium or aluminum colour. You know, you can see that these rocker covers are pretty toast anyway. They've got a lot of pitting in them. You know, if you look closely there, they're not the best, but you know, this is just an experiment, just to try these powders out. You don't use a lot. Anyway, let's keep going. We're going to get the red on them now. Righto, so we've been in there for about 10 minutes. Let's check it out and see. Oh yeah, look at that. That's definitely got an anodized red look to it. It's not a candy red, but it's definitely what I would call an anodized red for sure. Can't wait to get these things out. Yeah, she's definitely thin around the edge there. For some reason I just couldn't get the powder to get down on that edge. I don't know why. I think it's got something to do with the KV setting. Yeah, so oh, okay, we'll wait till we get this thing out a few more minutes, and we'll check it out. Righto, so we got them out of the oven, and check them out in the sun. They look pretty cool. Yeah, not bad at all. There's the other bits and pieces we did. A little gooseneck. It came up pretty nice. Nice and shiny. And the forks, they came out pretty cool too. So they're going to go on one of the builds coming up. And these guys, yeah, I mean, look, you can see they're a little bit patchy along that edge. I'm not sure why, but how crazy is that? That's the inside. And yeah, they come up pretty good, the chrome. It's got a matte finish on it, like it's not super shiny, so I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be. I suppose it does look like an anodised aluminium, so I suppose it isn't normally super shiny. I wonder if you could put a clear over the top of that. You probably could. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Apart from that, you know, that edge there just did not get any on there at all. I don't know why, it just wouldn't stick. If there's any other powder coaters out there that know their shit, you know, maybe give us a hoy what the deal is. Because it just, I couldn't, like, even though I was shooting the powder onto it, it would just not stick there at all. So not sure what happened there. Anyway, just as an experiment, I think that came up pretty good. Those are fine. I mean, I figured the black would be all right. I mean, yeah, look, I probably wouldn't put those on a vehicle. Maybe I'll just stick them on the wall or something to put some sign writing on them. But anyway, that's the anodised red from Columbia Coatings. All right. Well, that's it for today's quick episode. That was just, you know, one of those quick ones I thought we'd do. I've still got these frames to do, but we'll get onto that into another video. I've got that's going to be a Motormag 78, and then I've got a Team Mongoose up there, which I'm not sure what year that is yet. We'll have to find out. We'll do a full build on those. Excellent, yeah, and we got to 1,000 subscribers, so cheers for everyone that did subscribe to keep the channel going. We've got some cool stuff coming in the future. These cars are going to get out of here, unfortunately, because I've got another project that's going to be living in here. So yeah, the orange one I'm just going to have to take to Mum and Dad's place, and then the ute will just shuffle it up to the top garage and then back down here. But we're going to have one in here soon. More information on that coming soon, guys. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Phew!